Welcome engineers to Race Up. Today's problem is getting through the Netherlands Grand Prix, and currently this is last Friday. I'm this last Monday, but what you're seeing is last Friday. So we have got a new livery. Changed the blue to a little bit darker blue because it was my dad's birthday on Friday, so I was changing the livery. But first of all, I've already done that, so it's already in. But I was just looking at the R&D at the moment. I think I made an upgrade. I weren't looking. I was too busy talking. So there's the new livery. I think I do change the star colours as well to the darker blue. So yeah, and then the lighter blue will be a mix of both. But the engine power upgrade came in, so we are going to go for another engine upgrade. But this time it is going to be for the engine power again, but the major version instead of the minor version. I think this one will come in for the Monaco Grand Prix. So yeah, down that into turn 1, that should be quite good for us. So yeah, actually no, that one's for Azerbaijan. So down that back long kilometre straight should be fine for us. So maybe we could get some points in that Grand Prix because of it. But we've got an interview now, so
thanks so much.
yeah, let's see how it goes.
To your HQ. Let's have a little chat about the team's performance this season. Would it be safe to say that in terms of team orders, your career comes first?
Well, I wouldn't say that my career comes first, but yeah, no team orders here. Well, not until we win not until we get close to a championship.
This season, or just for points?
We're hoping on getting some plenty of points, to be honest. Yeah, we are a new team.
For your team going into this season.
Well, we're hoping to get some points. We are a new team and we want to assert our position on the grid.
You've been struggling to get points this season. What are the key areas of improvement?
Well, I don't think we've been struggling. The car has obviously got the pace. I just think I need to work on my consistency throughout every lap. But you know, power seems to be the problem at the moment. Always spinning out. Second driver, always in the simulator. Callum doing quite well. Although I do need to change the AI if I want my teammate to be the same pace as me. Because I was doing a practice for league race after this. I was going against Verstappen as he has the best pace of 99. I managed to beat him with a setup, so yeah. Maybe I need to change the AI up a little bit, so I'll try and get to 110 AI till the very end. Here I am changing the team colours to the darker blue, my dad's favourite colour. As this livery is all about. I do change the team colours eventually to swap the green and the blue around. Yeah, going for the darkest blue you can find without it being black. And I'll put it on 30 because it's nice and easy number. And it's easy to find the halfway point of 30 and 120, which is 75. So yeah, this blue technically should be a little bit more towards the darker blue, but it isn't. No, this blue, the little strip, that should be a little bit darker blue, but it is. It's easier to have it on the hue on 120. So yeah, I do think I will change the sponsor colours. I don't at this point. But just going through the driver stats again, I'm glad I did this because once again the driver stats have changed. So yeah, if I didn't do that, I would have missed out and probably would have got a worse driver. But I do think I am going to keep Callum for the whole season. Just give him his first full year in Formula 1. Don't want to get them out because then you have a bad reputation if you get rid of them after one season. So yeah, I'll just try and improve him as much as I can. Going through all this stuff now, heading towards the further upgrades, is we don't have any looking at I don't know what we're doing at the moment, to be honest. Going down, durability upgrade fails, but we don't have enough resource points, and we won't have enough resource points before the Grand Prix to do it. So we'll just have to wait until after practice to get that on the car. But now we're going to go for perks. We're going to go for development feedback, and then we are going to go for the social media team. And we've got quite enough, a lot of money actually, so we're going to go for power mapping, and we're also going to go for media coaching, so that will be good. In the order that I got them, it will give me more resource points, more claim, more less wear actually, and more more answers. For example, you'll have seen that on the I think question on how why we're struggling to get points. You would have seen that one of the answers was locked. Hopefully, with that perk, we have now got that answer unlocked, so that will be good for us. But whilst I was talking about that, engines changes, and if you saw in the background, the colours have changed, and they do look nice all together. So yeah. But it seems like it's going to be a dry Grand Prix and qualifying. It has got a little bit of a wet patch at the end of qualifying, but I don't think it's going to be enough to affect us in qualifying. So yeah, but we've got to do some practice first, so let's go to the practice session. Here we are on the my favourite circuit of the field, and yep, Jeff just telling us about the upgrades that have come onto the car, so he wants us to test them, and just saying hello to everyone because I was in a good mood this time. But changing the camera settings, as I wanted to have the angle tilted up a little bit higher so that I didn't have to strain my neck and look so far down compared to where my eyes actually were. So just changing that up a little bit, and yeah, seems to be good. Put it on 0. Yeah, that seems good. And yeah, just leave everything else the same. Maybe change down the angle a little bit. Have it pointing down a little bit. You don't want to have it pointing up too high. So yeah, just a little bit would be good. And coming on to the track acclimatization program, I did change the MFD so it would align, and seems to be good. As yeah, we complete the track acclimatization, and I missed Jeff. I had him on critical only, so yeah, Jeff will be talking much more now in the races and practice and qualifying. So that's good. I accidentally changed something to French, I can't remember what. I changed it back, obviously. Race strategy program, doing that quite nicely as we go on to lap 2. Heading on towards lap 3 now. We do set a green lap on lap 2 as well as lap 1, so not too bad from us. And going on to the final lap, we obviously once again go into the green delta, and we set a green lap, and that's 3 laps that are green, meaning we get the full 50 points. And yeah, that's quite well. ERS management program now, and get purple. Not too surprised. It's ERS. It's quite easy, and it seems like we've got another more time for another program, which we do. Fuel management this time. So yeah, in the purple once again. So that's 4 purples for all the practice programs so far. But unfortunately, we don't have enough time for it anymore, so I'm going to skip ahead. We did do soft tires on the ERS management, I think, and so yeah, that's where those soft tires come from. Unfortunately, we didn't set a quick enough lap time on that lap to get us first, so maybe I should have done qualifying pros program, but we all know that the AI is overpowered in that aspect and expects way too much from us. So yeah, that's a bit stupid. Anyway, going to get some resource points now. Going quite high on the resource points, 173 to 985, so that gives us enough to re-upgrade the durability thing that failed. Going on to level 5 on the team claim, so that's not too bad from us. And now here we are at the computer screen, and we are gonna pretty much immediately after reading the message from Jeff, go and repurchase the upgrade. It's a little bit annoying that the upgrades are failing, but yeah, we will just have to suck up the pain and get on with the job. Sounds like Anthony Davidson what I just said, because of how normally if you get engine penalties, or one of the AI get engine penalties during the grid sequence, he said they'll just have to suck up the pain and get on with the job at hand. Anyway, we'll have to suck up the pain and get on the job at hand. Going for the rear downforce, because that will complement the front downforce that we already have. Got some resource points to spare, and yeah, just looking at all the positions so far, I think I'll go on to my personal stats, and yeah, just looking at the other AIs in terms of Science, Ricardo and Ocon, as those are the ones that I'm looking at getting for Season 2. Yeah, so just seeing where they've finished compared to their teammates. Don't really want to go for the same drivers I've seen other content creators go with, so yeah, I don't want to do that too much. Looking at our stats, average race position 19th, whereas our qualifying position's P14. So hopefully we can get better than that and do well in the race. I do like going around Zandvoort, so maybe we could do well. So here we are now for the end of start of our heading towards turn 1 now, braking about just after the 100 metre board as Max Verstappen sets the fastest lap at his home circuit. Going towards turn 2 and 3 now, braking 50 metre board, not too much though, otherwise you'll look up, just like we did there at that corner, at the carousel. Head towards turn 4, a little kink here, and then that's turn 5, this is turn 6, and now turn 7, don't want to touch that curbing on the outside for the apex. Heading towards turn 8, just clipping the curbing on the entry and exit. Turn 9, get on the curb a lot, into the third gear for that corner. Turn 10, a little bit of a hairpin, stay in third gear for the long straight, and not too long straight after this. Get the DRS open and going into the corner, braking about 100 metre board, going on the curbings, too much there, so probably lost a little bit of time. Heading towards the banking corners of turn 13 and 14, I believe. 13, quite nicely, getting on the curb for turn 14. Heading towards the line now, it's just flat out, and it's full speed as we come across the line. We are going to set a 1 minute point 11.952, puts us P4 behind Leclerc. But skipping ahead now in terms of time, and pause a bit. Just I was gonna look at the drivers and see what they were doing, but by the time one of the drivers around me was about to go out, actually I was meant to go out before one of the drivers came out. So yeah, bit of a waste of time here. Going to time 30. We don't want to do that too much, otherwise you're going to miss your time. And getting close to our time, 2 minutes 59. I'm going to skip ahead a little bit more, and got 2 minutes 5 seconds left in the session. Hopefully that's enough time. I was meant to go out at 2 minutes 15, so maybe it's not enough time. But you never know. The game can be cool, and the game can be forgiving. So yeah, let's just hope it's the game's being the latter today. Anyway, our red lights go out. We've got 13 seconds remaining. This sector alone is about 20, so we're going to miss it about 7 seconds. So yeah, did skip ahead too much, partially on my end, my bad, but it only affects me. So qualifying P16, not the worst we could have been qualifying. So yeah, actually not too bad. But it isn't where we qualified the best, so yeah. It doesn't matter though. We can do well in the race. We just got to make sure that we don't make many mistakes. We can make one or two, and if one or two can be just like lockups into corners or stuff like that. So yeah, not too bad, and hopefully we do well. Fortunately, we did lose out to Magnussen, our rival. Williams of George Russell up in P13, surprisingly. So yeah, maybe we can get past him quite quickly. So that would put us up into P15. So yeah, that's already one position that we will automatically gain because the Williams is really slow. Although it did do quite well in qualifying. So yeah, we don't know. Maybe it's got set up for the qualifying instead of the race, but we don't know. Team claim, not much happening there, and yeah, Jeff telling us about the weather conditions, and like I said, the rain was too late. It didn't really affect us. But let's go to the race now, where there is definitely no rain.
It was 35 years ago that the late great Niki Lauda took his 25th and final Grand Prix win here at Zandvoort. He came from 10th on the grid to beat his McLaren teammate Alain Prost by just 0.2 of a second. Well, Zandvoort is a very different circuit today, of course, but still one with an incredible legacy. And we're going to add to that. Welcome along to the 2020 Dutch Grand Prix. A lap of this short 2.6 mile Zandvoort circuit features 14 corners, 10 to the right and 4 to the left. The main straight is 678 meters long and heads into turn 1, the Tarzan corner. With DRS down the main straight into the braking zone, that could be the best overtaking opportunity on the track. Anthony Davidson is alongside me as usual for the race today. Why don't we start by talking about Valtteri Bottas? That was a great win in the last race. Can they keep that momentum going this weekend?
It's always nice to come into a Grand Prix weekend on a high, but your expectations are based much more on your practice and qualifying runs. So it's the momentum from those sessions that they'll be hoping to carry into the race today.
It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Young superstar Max Verstappen starts from pole position, and it's Lewis Hamilton alongside. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Leclerc, Vettel, Lance Stroll, and Albon, Sainz, Perez, Grosjean, and Lando Norris, Bottas, Magnussen, George Russell, and Gasly, Ricciardo, the engineer, Esteban Ocon, and Kimi Raikkonen, Giovinazzi, Ilott, Kvyat, and Nicholas Latifi. Now, it's almost time for lights out, so let's go down to the track.
Unfortunately for us, the only penalty was from Bottas, but that puts him up into 11th, not behind us, so we don't move up into it. Just remembering that Danny Kvyat did quite poorly in qualifying, so he's behind us. Just checking in with everyone's strategy, and they all seem to be starting on the soft, so we're going to do the same. Don't want to be the odd one out. Seems like it's going to be one stop, softs to mediums about halfway through the Grand Prix. Lap 9 it seems. Just checking what the other strategy is. Lap 10 for hards. I mean, it's pretty much the exact same as the other one, just a little bit later and onto a harder compound. So yeah, that's ultimately going to lose me time. Under fueling the car just a little bit, it seems, to the game, but I don't really like that. Just changing the tyre pressures, I think. I'm not quite sure, I can't really see. But getting ready for the formation lap for the Netherlands Grand Prix. If you remember, on our season 2 of my team, we seem to do quite well, so yeah, hopefully we can do quite well. But you never know. And yeah, let's see if we can get a good start and maybe get 1 or 2 positions throughout the whole race. I know we'll get past Russell at least, so yeah, I think everyone will get past Russell, to be honest. He is in that slow bag of Williams, but you never know. It has got a Mercedes engine in the back of that car, so it could be quite fast on the straights. And the AI aren't known for making dive bombs into corners unless you're there alongside on the straight. But talking about straights, here we are on the main straight now as we get ready for the 5 red light to ignite the race, and the lights are out and the race is ignited, and we get a good start compared to Gasly ahead of us, who bogs down. So we're going to go towards the middle, but he goes towards the middle, so we go towards the inside now, and we're on the inside of Gasly and Ricciardo, but we lose out there, so we're just going to have to back off. And you can see me already setting up a move into the carousel. We're going to go right around the outside, maybe go around the outside of Magnussen. No, we're not good enough yet on downforce, and we don't get past Ricciardo either as we head towards turn 7, the quick right-hander. Magnussen and Russell are going side by side. They're holding up Ricciardo, so that's why we can close in a little bit after losing a bit of time. Going towards turn, a little bit of a hairpin before the next hairpin. We're going to outside of Ricciardo. He gives us the space, so we're going to take the inside going into the hairpin onto the main straight. Make a little bit of contact, but it's okay, and we are closing in now on our own rivals. Looks like we're going to go for a dive bomb. Yes, we are. He gives us the space, so we're going to take the space, and he's still there on our out inside. We head towards the banking corners now. It's good battles we're having with our rival, but we get the move done, and we are up into P13 at the end of lap 1. Max Verstappen's in the fastest lap, and yeah, now we've just got to close in on George Russell, and so that puts us up into P12 actually. So yeah, a little bit more than I expected, but I'm not saying no to that. Going on to lap 3 now. DRS will be enabled, and hopefully that will help us close in on Russell a little bit more, as he's been held behind McLaren of Norris, who's been held behind Valtteri Bottas' Mercedes. So seems like he's got a problem. We're going to go looking around the outside of Russell. Don't quite work, so we're just going to have to wait a little bit later, and a little bit later it is. Lap 3 heading on to lap 4 now, closing in, got the overtake button on, and yeah, we're going to put it back on. He moves towards the inside, so we're going to make the move towards the outside easily as you like. Not even through turn 1 and fully ahead, and Jeff has already complimenting us on the overtake, so either he's a bit too ambitious or he's overly confident in me. So yeah, lap 5 now, not put 1.75 to the gap of cars in front, as they do seem to be slowing each other down as they've caught up to the Red Bull and Haas ahead of them. Yellow flags behind us. We're going to see what that's about in just a sec. Here we go. I'm not sure. I did see a Williams going quite slowly on the mini-map, but no, they seem to be quite far behind anyways. It's Latifi. Maybe AlphaTauri, someone spinning or something. I can't tell, to be honest. We're going to go on with Magnussen. No one seems to be at time, and it's only half spin. Maybe these guys going slow? I don't know. The game's broken. Asking try condition. I think I'm gonna ask. I think I meant to be asking about my rival. Yes, I am. I forgot that I got past Magnussen, so I thought he was the Haas that is holding these 3 up. So I instantly now know that it's Grosjean. I should have known that because I got past the other Haas earlier. Yeah, bit of a brain dead moment from me. I was too into the race that I forgot about the other drivers. Speaking about the other drivers, Grosjean and Albon are going side by side. We're going to go side by side with Norris, so yeah, that's going to be interesting. It's still on there on the outside, so maybe we can make this into an overtaking as we head towards turn 7, the quick right-hander. It doesn't quite work. We're going to make a little bit of contact. We're going to go down on the outside, inside, force him a little bit wide, but he's still there as we go to turn 8 on the second sector. Nice little bit of battling, and we're up into P11 now. Wonderful beats of battling. And we're going to see what it was like from Lando Norris's onboard. Yeah, make contact there, force him wide. Not too wide really, he's got plenty of space there still. And then you just see my car go past him. Quite easy if you ask me. Going on to the onboards. Yeah, make a little bit of contact. External camera look quite cool, especially this one. And just make a little bit of contact, offsells his car a little bit, so it allows us to dive bomb him. So yeah, it's us up into P11, one position away from points. So yeah, quite interesting. Lap 8 now, one lap away from our pit window. As Grosjean comes in on that lap, so that puts us up into P10. But a couple of us are also into pits, P6 now. Verstappen coming out the pit now, and he's ahead of us, so that's how much Grosjean was holding these guys up, that Bottas has effectively lost out. As Bottas now has an issue, so maybe it weren't Grosjean that was holding him up, and that it was himself that was holding him up, as he's got an issue. So maybe, just maybe, we could get some points in this race if we just get past Bottas after the pit. Coming into the pits, by the way, as Norris follows us in as well, as hopefully the boys can give us a quick stop. Yes, they do. 2.1, but they're held by Red Bulls, and yeah, we could have got past the Merc of Bottas, but I'll tell you one person that we did get past. It's Romain Grosjean, but because we got past someone, we got to go behind someone, and that's not how it works. Latifi gets past us, so we have to cut the corner because of him. So we're going to have to try and use all our overtake just to get past the stupid Williams, because we know that we've got to make the early pounce on Bottas, as he's got an issue. So yeah, and that Mercedes isn't exactly slow, so yeah, we've got to get past him quite early, so we've got to close him in. But this ain't going to help him. And I said, we've not got to make mistakes, but luckily it was not too bad of a mistake, and the cars weren't too close behind us. Max Verstappen now sent a purple lap time immediately after Vettel sets his personal best, and personal best of the race. Our teammate comes in, and it's shocking that we are almost a pit stop ahead of our teammates sometimes. Lewis Hamilton setting the purple lap now. As we head on to lap 12, we're closing in on Bottas, it seems. 6 tenths to gap now, as we are in DRS. We're closing a lot in turn 1. Heading towards the bankings now, so maybe you lose rear end. Yes, he does. Massive AI's mistake, and that's why the title of the video is the title there. It is massive mistake from Bottas. Gonna see what it was like from him, because that was massive. He was pretty much going 90 degrees compared to the track. Oh my god, that was a massive high voice moment. Don't get on the curb, just loses the rear end. I think his issue could be a power delivery, so maybe transmission. So yeah, maybe he's missing a gear. I don't go on board because I'm stupid. I should have checked. Yeah, we easily get past him. And that's us up into P9, I've just remembered. P9, we're getting 2 points now at the moment. So, yeah, that'll be fun. We've just got to hold Bottas off, though, because Mercedes ain't slow in a straight line. It's one of the best engines after Ferrari, I think. And we're one of the worst. So, yeah, fun. Heading on to lap 14, though. You don't really seem to be closing in. I think Jeff's going to radio message us now.
Started to catch the car in front, but we need to look after the tyres. We won't be making another pit stop.
Mate, Jeff, what you want? We're not. Yes, we're closing in on Albon and front, but we're not going to get in. I mean, you said it yourself. It's 4.8 to gap in front. To have to close it the second lap, and we're not that good yet. Hopefully, are that good in season 2. Anyway, lap 16 now. Bottas is quite close behind us. We've got 2 laps of fuel remaining. Going on to lap 16, late ones, yellow flags. Okay, no, never mind. I'm blind. Bottas is trying to make a move as we go into sector 3. I don't think I was using ERS on that straight. I'm not sure. I can't remember. For one, I thought that was a yellow flags moment. So yeah. Fun. Anyway, it doesn't matter. We managed to fend off Bottas as we head towards the penultimate lap now. Gonna save up all my fuel and gonna try and conserve a little bit of my fuel and EMS to set a faster lap on this next lap. There's some yellow flags now, as Bottas seems to be slowing down the wing in our virtual rear view mirror, and Bottas is out. So maybe we didn't need to. Maybe it didn't matter about that mistake. So maybe it could have let off a little bit. But yeah, it doesn't matter. P9 is definitely secured for us now, as we're going to go on board for the whole of this final lap to show you. So at turn 1 now, getting on nice and early, staying in Richmond almost the whole lap through, going into whatever that is, getting on the power, and if you look on the wheel, we are gaining some time on our personal best. So yeah, that seems to be good. Going into the lean, heading into this corner, drifting a little bit wide, not too wide obviously, don't want to go on that gravel trap. 2 tenths up on our previous best as we head towards the yellow flags of Valtteri Bottas' car. The only reason this lap is included and not my other personal best is because this one's easiest to find, because it's the fastest lap. Anyway, Max Verstappen wins the Grand Prix, so well done him, as we head towards the final sector now. 1 tenth improvement, so we lost a little bit of time in that second sector. Going on to the power now. Hopefully we can gain some time going out of the banking. As we go up towards the line, we get red flashing off our fuel, and we don't have enough fuel remaining. We're only just going to set a personal best lap time. But yeah, P9, first points of the season, 7 overtakes I've just realised. And of course I should get driver today. That's something my dad would be proud of, especially on his birthday.
Difficult race then on a circuit that demands complete concentration, but they've persevered to take the win here today. And talk to me. What do you think it was that sealed the win for them?
I'd say it was down once again to good, consistent driving, nailing the corners, working to the track conditions, and perfecting the team's strategies. They got all of these things right today, and the results speak for themselves.
Red Bull are our winners today after showcasing some incredible driving. There's been a huge push from them lately to stay competitive with the other teams, and they're certainly proving themselves.
So, first points, 2 points, not too bad. Didn't expect to get points this race. To be honest, we got lucky with Bottas retiring, and got lucky with Grosjean getting held on his outlap. So yeah, quite lucky for us. So yeah, don't expect that to happen too much. And yeah, to be honest, we probably would have jumped Grosjean anyway if we had qualified much higher and we set a lap on that final attempt. But I was stupid, I fast forwarded too much, but it doesn't matter, it's in the past now. And in the future we got points, so hopefully in the future we do get more points, and yeah, hopefully we can build the foundation off this and get much more points. Heading further in, as we got P14 in the Drivers' Championship now, so all is good. As P8 in the Constructors, so P10 seems to be secured. Nah, it's only 5th race, and yeah. Now I got an interview with Claire.
Did you have the wrong fuel strategy today, or was it your management?
No, I did not have the wrong fuel strategy. I just forgot that I had fuel. Yes, I did gain a lot of positions in the race, because I am a speedy boy, and engine power is a lot of help. Yeah, obviously they're thrilled. Yeah, it's always nice to do well. So yeah. Anyway, I may sound a little bit different, as I accidentally forgot to put the highlights at the end of the video, so I had to edit it out and re-put it at the end of the video. Now the rivalry swings a little bit in our favour as we get almost to level 4 team acclaim, as you do. Callum gets to level 6 and quite close to a level 6 ourselves on team, and our sponsor goal has been achieved, and we will get another sponsor due to the fact that we are now level 5 team claim. So join me for that your tomorrow, which will be on my Thursday. Everyone's Thursday, actually. Anyway, it don't quite matter. I hope you enjoyed. If you did enjoy, please show that you did by smashing the like button. And if you did have the opposite feeling, please dislike. But if you want to see more, please subscribe. Share with your friends, have common interest. Comment your thoughts on anything you can do. But until then, I'm until the race start building to get new engineers can't fix. I'm a Racengineer. First points, let's go. Hopefully we can get some.